Hey you guys, and welcome back to the Timber River Project, where we attempt to recreate the setting of that arcane book series on Amazon and Smashwords, Tales from the Creature Keeper. I've got the portal thing figured out, and the reason I had so much trouble with it is because during all the time that I've played this darn game, I've been taught that when you're trying to sync up nether portals, the Y coordinates do not matter. Turns out that's not necessarily true, especially when you have portals that are kinda close together. It seems the game doesn't actively check for Y coordinates, but it does look for the closest portal within a certain radius. So in order to get this portal to connect to my home base and this portal to connect to what I wanted to show you last episode, I had to space them out a bit more. Anyway, with that fixed, just go through here and work this time. Yes! Here we are! This is my own little sky sanctuary, and it may turn out to be my new base. I may just abandon my little home down there. You can see the iron farm chambers. That's how close I am to home, and what this started out as is basically a mob spawner in the sky. I have a system here that uses shifting floor panels to drop hostile creatures to their doom. Just look, they fall on this platform. I'll be installing hoppers underneath it to collect all the drops. Anyway, let me show you how this... Well, actually, I just described how it works, didn't it? Yeah, see, there's tripwire there, and the reason I went with this design is because this is the only mob farm design that can harvest every mob, at least as far as I know. Okay, nothing spawned up here, good. Yeah, I'm just finishing it up here. Here you got some of the guts. There's a spider somewhere. Is it down below? Yeah, that is a slight problem with this design. Spiders spawn and they do not trip the tripwire right away. But unfortunately, if I want to harvest Endermen, I can't use a water trap. And if I want to harvest witches as well, that also kind of limits the kind of mob farm I can use. But this will get me absolutely everything. And one thing I didn't understand about this design for the longest time is you have comparators on this side, and then you have 3 comparators on this side. I always wondered, what's the point of that? Why not just use a repeater and a comparator? Save a little space. Well, it turns out the 3 comparators lined up like this extend the signal while also making the design foolproof, basically immune to server lag. So no matter how laggy your world gets, this design will work. If you take out 2 of these comparators and replace it with a repeater on 2 ticks, 3 ticks, 4 ticks, or whatever, it'll just get stuck. Ooh, could hear it go off down there. Wonder what... Must have been one of the spiders. Anyway, I'm going to finish work on this real quick. I want to cover it up and... Where's... Hang on, I thought... I think that one of the spiders is playing with the spider string down there. I thought I had... Is this... Okay, yeah, this is max build height right here. But I thought I had... I had a pillar with a crafting table on top of it, and I'm wondering where it went. Did I tear it down? Sometimes I don't pay attention to what I'm doing like that. Oh well. Yeah, I had the crafting table marking build height, and basically with this here, I'm gonna want to... Yeah, this is part of the roof. I'm gonna roof this all up, build a wall around it to make this area completely dark. Yeah, you can see the beginnings of the wall down there. Probably just use stone bricks for it, I guess. I can dress it up later, I suppose. Anyway, gonna finish that real quick, and then we will see this functioning in all its beautiful glory. Yes! After all the trouble I had last episode, this build has gone great. It's finished, it's functional, it doesn't look bland or stale, although the asymmetry is kind of driving me crazy there. Unfortunately, there's nothing I can do about that. It's got, one comparator on this side, 3 on the other. That's just the way the machine works. Although I do like the way I was able to make the chute stand out, at least. Although, I wish I could have made this look a little more mechanical. You see I have the yellow and black stripes that kind of say, danger, this is a powerful machine, don't get too close to it. And I used logs to create a sort of a thatched design around the chute. Keeps it from looking boring. And those are jukeboxes. Took a lot of diamonds to make them. It's probably about no more than 2 stacks worth. I mean, that's 27 each. So, yeah, about 3 stacks of jukeboxes. That's 3 stacks of diamonds, but I don't really have any regrets because I find jukeboxes to be an amazing material to work with, especially with MegaCraft Classic. They look kind of like organ grinders with my resource pack. Let's take a look at it and with something a little more normal looking. Yep, I'd say that's still a winning look there. I originally wanted to have redstone lamps instead of jukeboxes, though, but the way the lamps kept blinking on and off with the redstone blocks that were pushed by the pistons in the mob grinder, it generated a bit of lag, and it also cast some light on the... Hope I don't kill myself going to... There we go. Okay. It also casts some light inside the spawning chamber, which made it harder for things to spawn. So it was a very counterintuitive idea. But after all that, it works wonderfully if we just... Yeah, you can see like some... yeah. A couple of things... Aw, the drops are despawning. They've been there a while. But yeah, this generates everything. Witches, Endermen, can get every single kind of mob drop there. But unfortunately, I'm going to have to tear this floor out now, because the next thing to make is the item sorting system. Oh, also I made the landing platform fancier here. This is about all I'm going to do with it for now, because I think I'd really like to use prismarine blocks to fill out the rest of this, but won't get access to those till I upgrade to 1.8. But anyway, let's go to the machine planes and I'll show you the sorting and collection system I'm going to build here. Here we go, got a couple of hopper minecarts running back and forth along this track here. This is basically what I'm going to use to collect all the mob drops. We'll have the, the half slab floor right above this. The hoppers carts will suck up all the items, transport them over here, drop them off, and these will all be carried to a bunch of chests. I don't think I'll make an item sorter just yet because... well, I'm just not ready to. I'll be happy with this farm the way it is for right now, and actually I'm not even going to need the gunpowder that I originally wanted from it, in order to blow up that regenerated chunk in the AFK. Speaking of which, I'm kind of having second thoughts about that project. I mean, it was too huge, too ambitious, plus, I used to think that only entities, like moving minecarts, could lag out a world, but it turns out there's also something called block entities, like hoppers, chests, basically any block that stores extra data can also lag out a world if there's too much of it. And I had lots of hopper chains and chests in the AFK. It's probably a bit too much. I should probably make a smaller one inside my new tower base in the sky, and that'll give me all the sugarcane, melons, pumpkins, mushrooms, and such that I need. Even if it doesn't produce a lot by itself, that'll still be a bunch of farms running 24/7, no matter where I am in the world. So that'll help make up for it. Anyway. So that's why I'm going to go with a rail cart system, even though I typically don't work with rail carts. That's why I'm not going to be just covering the bottom of the landing platform with hoppers. And here, let me give you a demo of how this works. Okay, let's toss this onto the track here. Hopper cart will pick it up, then it stops, unloads it, and let's get something else. Let's get a bunch of cactus, toss this cactus to the other cart, and we can see that it will do exactly the same thing. Yep, stops, unloads, and you can see that these two designs are slightly different, so that I can tile this design easily. Also, something very important to note about this design is the chests here are essential. If these were more hoppers, then the items would slide right through and it just wouldn't work at all. Apparently having a chest there adds like an extra tick of lag to the unloading, and gives the comparator time to detect that there's actually something in the hopper so it can do its job. Let me show you real quick. You toss this cactus, oops. Let me try that again real quick. Toss these ferns onto the track. Alright, this cart will come pick them up, hit the wall, and bounce back. But if we look here, we'll find that, yeah, 2 ferns have gotten in, and then 2 more, but the cart will never stop, because the chests are an essential part of it. So, that's what I'm going to go and build now, and the hardest part is probably going to be getting these railways to cooperate. Mojang, could you please include a tool that allows you to change the direction of... Although, could I use levers for that? Hang on, let me try something real quick. Because I know that you can use levers to change the direction of carts, so... No. No, that would only power it. What was I thinking? Never mind. Okay, I'm just going to go back and build this, and yeah, like I said. I've used up pretty much all the string I've saved during this project, thanks to all the tripwire I had to lay up there. Fortunately, I'm already starting to earn it all back. As you can see, I've figured out how to get railways straight, and I thought I'd share that secret with you in case you've had trouble figuring it out yourself. It is kind of a pain. See, okay, I lay rails like here, and when I lay the second track, as long as it doesn't come up to the end of the track it's next to, it'll come out straight. So you see, if I lay a rail here, it's straight. They're parallel. If I lay this one extra rail here, it all goes to heck. It's not supposed to twist like that. So, oh, also you probably want a pickaxe without any efficiency on it so you don't tear through the floor, because to get these tracks straight it involves a lot of placing and removing rails. So, gotta pick that up. So if I place this here, place that there, then dig this one up, and it fell down. Oh well, I have extras. I'll have to grab that later after this demonstration, because you can see that by just taking this end rail here and moving it over and over 1 block at a time, I am able to get these rails to come out exactly... Oh, I think that actually went in the hopper. Huh. Oh, never mind. In that case, I'll get it once I hook up the, what's it called? The unloaders. Yeah, that's the name of the device I was thinking of. So, once again, straighten this one out, go up here, whoops, dig this one up, move the end over here, and just like that all the way to the end. Yeah, that's definitely going in the hopper, so I'll be able to get that back no problem. Okay, remember when I said that this mob farm project was going smoothly without any troubles? I may have spoke a bit prematurely on that. I should have known better, really. When you're that ambitious, things are bound to go wrong, and you always have to dance around trying to compensate for it. It turns out this mob farm is very temperamental. It worked fine in my redstone testing world, then I built it here in my jungle home, and it only seems to produce mobs when I feel like it, and in an effort to find out why that is, I am presently running Minecraft Forge with too many items, Ray's Minimap, and one or two other things that I may have forgotten about, just in an effort to figure out why this doesn't work consistently. So I've spent a couple nights... I heard that... And look, if you take a look at the map here, you see those red dots? Those are spiders running around, but they aren't causing the problems. I spent a couple nights here just idling on this bridge. It's about 24 blocks away. Yep, I have a mild fear of heights, yeah. And, mobs start spawning whenever... in any distance that's in a radius of 24 blocks around a player, but nothing is spawning in here. And if I bring up the bigger map, nothing is spawning below me, as well it shouldn't, since I'm over... Oops, excuse me, did not mean to press that button. But yeah, nothing else is spawning here, as well it shouldn't, because I am at max build height by now. See height 243 in the coordinates there. And mobs can only... Whenever a mob gets to a distance of 128 or greater from a player, it instantly despawns. So I'm not having trouble with mobs spawning elsewhere down there. They just plain aren't spawning at all. They just stop. The game just gives up trying to spawn them. I've had this problem before when... Oh, that's real freakish. I've had this problem before when sailing around the world, discovering biomes. I head out into a new biome, a new desert or mesa or something, and nothing spawns there. Nothing comes out in the middle of the night to try to eat my face. And sometimes by moving around, I can get the mob spawner to kind of wake up and start dispensing mobs, but yeah, look, here we go, here comes a batch. See? It does actually work, but not consistently. It makes no sense. But in the meantime, I have prettied up the place because... I got this glass chamber with all these colors of hit sparks when, like from comic books when there's a wham when something hits the ground. I kind of like that, though it looks kind of like fire here. Also got this, yeah, Why are they spawning now? Why weren't they spawning on that... I guess I should be thankful that it works at all, but I don't understand the science behind it. This isn't good enough. I'm wondering if maybe some of the things that I thought I knew about Minecraft are wrong, because, in all the time I've spent playing this game, I've learned that, for example, the Y coordinates don't matter when trying to sync nether portals, only it turns out they do. I wonder if the fact that mobs despawn instantly when they're 128 blocks away from a player is slightly incorrect as well. I'm just grasping at straws here, trying to figure out what's going on. I've only got 2 chests full of drops here. I know this is kind of like a first world problem I'm complaining about, but it should be doing better than that. So, it's kind of like when I was in elementary school in 5th and 6th grade. I learned that humans have exactly 5 senses. Then when I became an adult, I learned that humans actually have like 21 different senses or something. Science is just never consistent because we don't know at what point when we've stopped learning. Anyway, I guess I might try a few more crazy things with this, because at least it's not like it doesn't work at all. Okay, I may have gone a little bit insane like I did last episode. I've just been spreading torches everywhere, thinking that maybe the problem isn't lighting, if maybe mobs will spawn anywhere within a chunk, and it's like a cylindrical distance instead of a Euclidean sphere one. But, I can't tell if that's helping at all. I laid down all these torches in a fit of frustration. I went back up. I've just been spreading these torches all throughout the jungle around here, just in random places. Boy, placing them there was kind of therapeutic, let me tell you. But that doesn't seem to help much. So, if it's not a lighting problem, maybe it is kind of a lighting problem, but up there, but that wouldn't make any sense either. I guess the next crazy thing I'm going to try is finish converting this, the mob form into an actual tower floating in the sky. I see a... Oh, that's me. So where's... Oh boy, sometimes the mini-map can be so distracting. I see a red dot over there and I'm wondering what it is. Oh, it's really far away from me. Don't have to worry about it. So yeah, I guess I'm going to build some walls up there and close the entire space with all the stone and bricks I got from digging out the AFK. Actually, I may go back to that regenerated chunk and tear it down with a pickaxe. Like I originally wasn't planning to, and get a lot more usable stone that way than any TNT I was planning to make with the gunpowder drops from the mob farm. I can use to finish blowing my way down into those 2 slime chunks over there, and then I can get the slime farm finished. Well, I've learned a couple things while working on this mob grinder project. First of all, I've learned that shape makes a big difference in builds. I mean, look at this flat surface here. Even though I did my best with color and design, it's kind of boring. But when I started adding shape to it with all these half slabs and stairs and... wow, it just looks so much better, don't you think? Got these vents here. I have, if you take a look at the mini-map on this version of the grinder here, I have 3 versions now. I basically experimented with various designs using iron and glowstone and stone, and actually I think this looks better in the vanilla resource pack rather than Megacraft. Let me switch out real quick. There we go. Alright, yeah, look at that beautiful white design and the gold color of the glowstone. That's fantastic. Let's see, got the industrial vents here. This is basically a second type of grinder, a series of small platforms that are not producing anything because I could be playing with some actual difficulty. But then that causes the grinders around me to activate, and sometimes that causes the world to lag out a bit. But yeah, I put this design together because the other thing I've learned in the midst of this project is that Minecraft is kind of like... what was that infamous game? Crysis? Far Cry? Probably Crysis with a Y is... the game that was designed for a hypothetical future computer from space and was used for a long time to run benchmark tests. That's what Minecraft is like, especially when you start building powerful redstone contraptions. I apparently need to learn some degree of restraint if I'm going to have a mob farm that works at all, because it turns out the main reason this first design here isn't working is because all the redstone involved just causes a lot of lag. Also, I could have replaced the fences with glass. So yeah, that's basically why it wasn't working, and you can see my game kind of lagging out here as it tries to dispense me from the farm itself. Come on, drop me like a mob. There we go. So, that is why I went and designed this second mob farm. The drop rates for this design, though, are horrible, because I tried idling here overnight to test it, and let's see, is it the fourth chest here? Yeah, this fourth chest was about half full when I started, and when I came back, only like 1.5 rows of drops had been added. That was 6-7 hours of me being asleep and doing nothing. Also, I needed to get more sleep after that, but I think I needed to get up early to go to work. But anyway, so the solution to this problem here... Oh, before I go into that solution, though, I want to show you what I plan to do with... to dress this farm up. I have a formation of glowstone here with all these little swirls and such, and I was thinking that this could be stylized as sort of a tower that's powered by the souls of deceased mobs. This industrial complex here generates the mobs. They fall down, break every bone in their body, and then their souls are harvested by this Nether Reactor, and their life force, which is represented by this colored glass, is channeled down, fired through this window here, and will create a sort of magic seal that I'll build later that will basically hold the entire tower in the sky. And this is another area where, well, actually, I'm not sure how well my resource pack works here. Let's check it out, because I made the glass for Megacraft, the colored glass, much more distinct. So you can see this is clearly pink, this is clearly magenta, this is clearly purple, and one of the things I didn't like about the vanilla resource pack is that magenta is basically just a slightly lighter purple. There's barely any difference between it. Let me just show you that again. Come on. Yeah, see, you can barely tell the color difference. That's why I made it more distinct. But I think I actually like the gradual fade here more in the vanilla resource pack. Pretty nice. Anyway, let me show you my latest invention. This is Mob Farm number 3, and to keep this from lagging out my world and thus spawning 0 mobs whatsoever, I have gone with a much, much simpler design. It's basically... How do I get up in here again? Here we go. This is basically a series of pistons that shift a floor around. Still a shifting floor design, spawns every kind of mob because that's what I really want. But instead of being activated via the mob's tripping tripwire, this basically runs off a hopper timer. So you get like 10 seconds for the farm to fill up, then the floors shift and it dispenses its contents. This lever here is keeping the farm off by sending a current to the hoppers, but there we go. With that lever flicked, we see the, oop, there's a bit of lag, and there they all go! And there they go again. Yeah. I think this design will be what I have been looking for all this time. It'll be something that my poor piddly computer can actually handle, and it'll get me a handsome amount of drops, which is what I really want here. I want loads of drops, because what's the point in having a fun with such a piddly output? A fun? Did I say fun? I meant to say farm. Ah, you know. Success! I want to make this update quick because this episode has run long enough as is, but I finally have a working mob farm. You can see that, according to the minimap, there are all sorts of hostile red dots spawning up there, and in time the hopper timer shifts the floors so entire batches of them fall through. I think I used a half a stack of rotten flesh to power the hopper timer, and that's working out very well. Gives enough time for a bunch of juicy monsters to spawn, and enough time for the collection system to grab all their drops and funnel them through. As you can see, though, getting a lot of zombies and skeletons with protection or feather falling on their boots, and so have to go take those out manually. Also getting the occasional spider for some reason. I have no idea where those are coming from. My best guess is that maybe they spawn on the railroads underneath the cobblestone floor there, and then the minecarts push them up. I don't know. Anyway... Yeah, I got a bunch of zombies here, very interested in the iron farm. They really want those villagers. And I have a gate here, not a door, because zombies can break down doors. What do you guys think you're doing? Get out of here. I can also just sword them over here. Now, to get this farm... Ooh, that's sugar. That's a valuable drop. In order to get this farm to actually work, what I had to do was... Well, first I installed Optifine. This is a version of Minecraft Forge that I'm running right now. Uh-oh. No, you're not shooting me off the edge. Die. No, I don't want to go bye-bye. There we go. Okay, so first of all, I installed Optifine. Wow, these guys really don't care about me. What are you... Excuse me. There we go. I have no idea how that thing was able to survive a single hit, and... What the heck is... Can I even... I have, like, a ghost entity here or something? What? How did that happen? But, okay, where was I? Oh, that got their attention. Anyway, I installed Optifine, but that wasn't enough by itself. What I had to do is... Let me grab this juicy experience, and then if I go into the options, video settings, I maxed out my render distance because apparently there was a change in Minecraft 1.7, and it's also in 1.8, where your render distance determines how often mobs will spawn. And I think that's was put in to try to get the game to run better on slower PCs like mine, because if your render distance is... Sorry, never mind. Okay, if your render distance is pretty short, like this, then you won't get lagged out by the render distance or too many entities appearing. But anyway, you gotta crank that up all the way if you want to get a good, efficient mob farm working. And let me show you the spoils from idling here overnight. You just head down into the tree trunk here, go down to the lower level. Down here you'll be able to see that I've been working on the Nether Reactor room that will generate the magic seal that will keep this tower flying. I used glass for the floor simply because it's nice to be able to look down to the world below sometimes, and also mobs can't spawn on glass, so it's kind of a lazy man's approach. Oh, excuse me, slight hiccups there. Personal ones. Okay, there's not much there, but I didn't add that chest until later, and look at this. 2, 3, 4... Man, 5, and then there's even some more over here. 5, good grief. It's so beautiful, even got a couple of carrots. And I think these chests are full all the way to the very top. Oh my gosh. I need to get an item sorting system installed here right away. And that's what I'm going to do next episode, because as I said before, this has run on too long. But anyway, a lot of frustrations with the mob grinder project. It's really been grinding my gears, but I finally got it figured out just by using my brain. So I'm quite happy. Anyway, stay safe, and I'll see you at the next one, with lots and lots of lovely loot! Oh, great. Go away! Beat it! Get off my back! You evil chicken, you must pay for his sins as well.